beautiful, beautiful journey of 1 year together. I'm excited. I don't know whether to call ourselves and wish happy birthday or whether we say happy anniversary, birthday. What would you suggest, Richa?
I think 1 year of togetherness is good.
Okay.
And as a family, because Daily Theta really has become a family for all of us. And as much as you guys have grown, so have we. I think as long as we take a moment to celebrate that, that is what matters, whatever we want to call it.
Yes, as Anusha says, the beginning of many, many more years to come. Yes, many, many more years to come. And you all are part of our Sesta family. So it is not different. And I'm quite overwhelmed with reading or listening to your journey of transformation, because the stories that you guys have shared are absolutely fantastic. It was so difficult for us to even choose the winners, because like each one had something which was like the transformation in every aspect of life. And we decided this prize is based on transformation, because one thing is listening to it and hearing things, second thing is actually taking actions and putting it into execution. So only when we put it into execution, that is the only time it shows transformation in the life. So you all have absolutely fantastic transformation. And before we take much of your time, I would first like to say that, like, initially we had thought about 3 prizes. Now, like, we have put consolation prizes also. And like today, we will generate a form, and then there will be a lucky draw also tomorrow. Lucky draw of a person. So today's winners are completely based on how much their life has transformed by being in this journey of 1 year self-discipline, being there every day, following it, and allowing the releases to happen. So apart from the 3 prizes that we had announced, we have kept consolation prize also. So as I announce the consolation prizes, Meg, is your screen fine now? Because then you will pin each one of them. Yeah. So there are 3 people whom we have taken, because we could not decide, like me, Richa, Meg, we couldn't decide that whom to say that, these are the people who story comes higher or lower. So we will start from the lower order, and that is like announcing from the consolation prize. Okay, 1 sec. So the 3 consolation prizes are Rajni, Anna George, and Purvi Ben. Guys, thoda clapping sounds for them today we can. And we will take each one of them first to listen to their story. So a wonderful, wonderful story that each one has to share. I would first take alphabetical order. So Anna, I can't see you on my screen. Are you there? Is Anna?
I'm very much there.
Very much there. Yeah. Sorry, because today Mahek is not able to handle, and I am.
Yeah, for me as well. I have my phone today that I've had to log on from.
You can come to this side and 1 sec. Hi Anna, congratulations.
Thank you, and congratulations to you also for completing 1 year of a beautiful journey for all of us here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Anna. Now, Anna, we would really like you to share your story with people because your stories are so inspirational that everyone, like, I mean, this whole journey of Daily Theta had started with at the time of the COVID, where people were feeling very, very down, depressed, and like we didn't, nobody was aware, like, what is the next day and like what's going to happen. And we thought that, I mean, we know the power of subconscious mind and somewhere the power of our own thought pattern, why not to share it with people? And it has been a fantastic journey for us also because it was the first week which made me realize that when I guide people through theta meditation, people start getting headaches because they have so much of clutter, they are not even able to receive unconditional love. The body cells have completely shut. And then I was thinking, oh, I've already promised Hitesh that I will be taking this, so I cannot say no and I cannot do injustice to these people. I do not know how to go about it. So, I mean, I'm just sharing my part of it, and I'm like, creator, just guide me what to do about it. Because here, how much ever we want to give, but they do not even have receptors, and I'm not blaming them for it. But unconditional love is something, it's, the same question. Are you happy for happiness? Can you afford to be happy? Because majority time we complain, but probably we are not. And that is where I think the daily theta also got into formation. And we decided that as much as the cognitive understanding is important for them to be able to create the receptors, actual work will be done when we guide them through the B releases, theta downloads, meditations. And that 1 year has been like fantastic. Now we have more or less some sort of a format. So Anna, your story had been like, I mean, very, very wonderful. So rather than me talking about your story of transformation, I would really like to hear it from you. You can go impromptu, you can read your testimony. Anything is fine. Like, what is your designation? Like, where do you stay? Like, with this entire family is new for me. I hardly know, like, which person comes from which part of the uh, global this thing. So, like, we would like to hear everything from you.
I'm Anna, and I'm presently living in Dubai. And what else? I'm a homemaker. I was working, but on and off. I've never been able to come, always be in a job because of my own insecurities and lack of ambition. Yeah, that's what I realize now. But, at this stage, to get muster up all the courage to start a new life is difficult. But it's the will to try is there. So I'm getting there slowly and steadily. uh, about my journey of healing, I've been always depressed, but I didn't know why. I think from a very young age I was, but I didn't know why. My parents didn't notice it as well, but now when I look back on hindsight, I realize that it was depression, and where it came from I have no idea. I just realized that I was going through all this at a very late stage in life. I think when I was 40, 45. So once I realized that, and how did I realize that? That's because of attending your sessions and hearing these positive things every day, day in and eye out. Obviously, your mind starts getting conditioned, right? I started observing the patterns that I am having every day in my life, and they are just repeating on and off. And I just realized early in the morning again I start up with those negative feelings, and they build them up and make a big mountain of it, then sit on it, then again next day another layer, and like that life was going on with a lot of negativity. That's when you all came, and with all these topics of yours, like every day, and those downloads every day, there was a change, small change. And actually I could feel mindfulness. Actually, I was not living unconsciously. Now it started getting into my subconscious, conscious, whatever you say, that there is something missing and I need to react. I need to change this pattern. And first of all, changing all the patterns, then self love. Oh my God, that was huge because I never loved myself. I would just be crying. I could never look at the mirror and say, you are good and whatever, all those positive statements. I would just be howling. But now I can look and say so many things and, say confidently. And I'm surprised I'm not getting emotional when I'm talking to you. Normally, I would be crying at the smallest reason. Now I feel I'm so strong as a person from the inside. And that's all because of self love. And I was always looking for love from the outside and sticking on to people, and pleasing them because I didn't have self love and I needed validation from the outside. Now that just doesn't matter. I'm so much at peace with myself. Even at home, if somebody says something, I would be crying and, thinking about that thought almost 1,000 times in a day for months. And now that doesn't happen at all. So this is not magic. This is because I saw things changing in me because of all the efforts, all the sessions that I have been watching of yours every day and enlightening us how to go about it. The download, sometimes you really feel. Sometimes you really feel the change, you really feel that tingling sensation in your head with all the downloads. Something is happening, but you don't know actually. But when you see the changes in your life and the positivity it brings, so you realize, ha, ye kaam kar raha hai. That's huge. The change is huge actually. Okay, and actually, I wanted to write so much, but then I was going pages and pages. I said I better stop. Abhi itna hi likhti hu, but I'll just read some because now I can't remember what I wrote. I started accepting myself for who I am without any judgment. Self help helped me find my peace and not look to the outside for validation. I accepted my flaws. I knew I'm not perfect, and I was always trying to achieve perfection. Because that, I used to procrastinate. So now that doesn't happen. I just let it be and do whatever I can to the best of my abilities. And from being uncomfortable receiving, I can now receive with grace. That was another thing I could not. And your sessions put a highlight on that. And now I can at least receive. I was so uncomfortable receiving. I was only giving, from a depleted myself. And so that probably had a big hole in me. So now I give, and I also receive with so much grace. And also, when I used to give, I think it was not wholeheartedly and every time not with so much of happiness, but you even taught us that while giving also you must give with a very good intent. So that message was so beautiful, and I do that now. Give everybody with a lot of, even when I'm paying the cleaner or whatever, it's with a lot of positivity and good intent for that person. So that was a huge learning too. And okay, healing my inner child. Oh my God, that was also another thing. It was somewhere, it was like, my inner child was never happy. I did a lot of healing, trying to see it happy, but it never happened. But recently, in your session with the generation gap, I actually saw my inner child happy and, integrating with me, hugging me. So that was huge. That was another huge change. And yeah, the balanced emotional empowerment workshop which I did was also taught me how to release my emotions. So whenever I'm not in a not so good mood, I start tapping on my karate chop or my thymus, and that helps me calm down a lot. And it's all because of all that you have been doing each day, every day, with such pure intent. I can't be more grateful. Thank you so much. My life has changed so much, so much, so much. I cannot tell you. From in a deep pit, I have just come out to light. Thank you so much, Richa. Thank you so much, Sangeeta. And Richa, your manifestation techniques of how you should involve all your senses, that too was like unknown to me. And now I know how to go about it. And I have that way manifested so many things in my life. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it is an absolutely a delight to hear you all. And thank you so much for joining.
And this being just one of your journeys, it's just so incredible because we see some of your faces every day. So many, we just read your names every day, but now to have stories that those keep us going as well in terms of knowing the kind of impact that it is making and seeing that the purpose with which Daily Theta was started, which was to bring healing to everyone across the globe. is actually coming into fruition now, seeing all of you join from different time zones. No matter what, there's those of you that are just there at 9 o'clock every single day, and that discipline, that consistency, that persistence paying off, and all our efforts actually coming into something fruitful is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
congratulations.
Congratulations. So there's our 3 consolation prizes where the hypno meditation, you will get a choice to choose. Sesta will be sending you. And we will come to the next alphabetical order will take Purvi Ben. Is she there? One sec.
I'll just put her on.
Meg, if you can pin, it would be much faster.
I'm doing it from here now. You don't need.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a laptop. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Sangeeta and Richa.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Purvi. I cannot still see her.
Feeling so good. Every morning, I am waiting for 9 o'clock. And I think I have attended all your sessions throughout the year. And being a pranic healer, so many things I was knowing about chakras and all, but this opened, Theta healing opened a different perspective in my life. So many things which I was not knowing, or how to utilize and how to use those emotions, how to release. And it was a great, blessings to me. And particularly, I would say, recently I had few skin problems, itching and all. And suddenly, one fine day when I heard your release session, just few days before this, I think 10-15 days before, and my itching problem disappeared completely. And I was amazed how this can happen. I have not taken any medicine, nothing, So this is really blessing. And I eagerly wait every day for your sessions. My patterns and everything is changed. That's what I feel. I feel so happy from within. Every day I feel something is adding in me. And I'm thankful to both of you. Anna has said so many things which, even I feel the same. And I think I have no words to say, then thanks a lot. And
you shared something about your diabetes also. We would like to hear that.
Yeah, that reading came, now it is coming normal. Previously, it was not very high, but still I always used to get that tension, But now it is everything, absolutely normal, in normal range. So that is, yes, that has helped me in that also. Yes. So, okay, I have no
Thank you
other.
so much. It has been fantastic. Congratulations for women. You are also winner. Your guys' stories were so beautiful that we extended, and we are like, no, even they deserve to get prizes. Thank you. And it's your discipline and all. Congratulations.
One more thing. My grandson also sees me watching this every day. His school time and our time is together, and he always sees, who is this auntie, I want to meet her. So, Sangeeta, I think it is due. You have to come here. We will meet up someday.
No, definitely. Congratulations.
You can take it to your grandkids and the generations to come, because when we see different generations actually listening to this, and all of you actually sharing it with people who can benefit, even young kids, if they're just listening to these, even if they're running around, it definitely leaves an impact. They take what they need to in a second, what we take weeks to take in. So, so happy that that's passing on as well.
I can see lots of changes in him, the way he is grasping and all,
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Purvi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take Rajni now. Is Rajni's name written in the number format or?
Yeah, Rajni, you'll have to.
Yes. Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
One sec. Where is Rajni? I need
I
to
don't know.
pin her.
Rajni is, what is your username?
It's PC.
Okay, 1 second. We got to popularize this piece. I'm doing it, Mom. You don't need to.
Yeah.
All three of us are there on that. So we need to
No, but
popularize.
I
We've seen
cannot see her. I need to
your
pin
view. You need to put on speaker view. So then you'll be able to see three of us. We got to popularize PC's iPhone 448771. We see it every single day. And I was actually wondering if that is one of the prizes because we don't know the name behind the PC's iPhone.
Actually, this name is not given by me. I had taken a new car and that guy just gave my name as PC and he has put everywhere PC in my
I'm
mobile.
going to
Yeah.
rename you for today's sake as Rajni. Okay. So now today her name shows as Rajni. So now we get to see your name and hear your story. So please share your story.
Yeah. Now, there are no words to say thank you to you guys. Really, you all have helped me a lot. And I know what I was going through after these classes. It has been a big change in my life. I told you all, like my son just left the home. He was so not happy in the house with us, especially me and my husband. And now things have changed after hearing your class. It didn't change immediately, but he started talking to us once a month, then it became twice a week, then it became every day. Now it's like 2 times in a day also. So I can see miracles happening in my life. And when I did this class Generation Gap, the first day he was going for a surgery, and I thought I would not be able to attend the class. But it so happened I got that day a chance to attend the class. And the second day he was getting discharged. I said, oh my God, now how do I attend the class? And it so happened that the whole system break down, like y'all didn't do the second day. So I can see whatever the thoughts, what I want or that positivity I can see is just happening. The universe is on my side, I feel now. And I can see big changes after hearing this every morning. I try to attend the class, whatsoever it is, even though if I sleep late at night, but mornings I'm always there. And I can see the big change in my life. And it's really helping me out. There are no words to say thank you. It's not coming out. I used to cry every single day. Now there are no tears anymore for me. I really say thank you. Thank you so
Wishing
much.
lots and lots of bonding, and that entire story how you had written was it touched so much, and we definitely would have more sessions on that topic as well, so that I mean, this is something, many people experience in life and do not know where to go, what to do about, and whom to share. And it goes on like, eating you up, but you just are completely clueless about it. And I'm very happy you did generation gaps. In fact, Anna, you also had done generation gap when Anna spoke about B class. It's actually what she spoke about as the generation gap class. And this releases are something which actually makes the transformation very easy. And as Rajni also mentioned in her testimony, that she visualized in one of the meditation and then it started happening. So your visualization during the meditation are very, very powerful. It has the power to create the new realities. And if you can create one reality, yes, there is no stoppage to it. Like there can be many more realities, and we all wish that probably next year, we will be listening to the story for the entire week and not for one day, of how things have completely like shifted in the life. So heartiest congratulations, Rajni.
Thank you. Same to you. Congratulations for you too. I don't know how you have been have come in my part of life and I didn't even think of it. And it's my sister who just, she just described, okay, there is this something going online. Do you want to attend? And it has made a big change from the day one. I can see the changes in my life. Every single day I see something. And I thank you for that. Every moment I keep thanking.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Lots of gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So we will be now moving towards our third prize. The person who comes on the third place for the award, and that person's name is Sukham. Is that Sukham Singh?
I believe so. Let's find Sukham. Yeah.
Sukham, is that Sukham Singh? Where the entire surgery did not happen. And I have not seen anyone else. Like I see many of you writing your writing, I see Shilpa writing. I see many of you writing, at the time when you said. The speed at which, because I happened to like speak to Sukham in between for something, and then she showed me a thick diary, and I was like, what is this? And she's like, every day I write down. I'm like, oh my God, you have some capacity to write down everything. Probably the day I want to publish the book on daily theta learnings, I'll have to contact Sukham and say, Sukham, can you tell me what all was the points that we had mentioned and what all we had done, because with such sort of commitment and all.
That's correct.
One second, there's somebody else who's.
Yeah. So
I'll just.
1 sec.
I've already spotlighted her, mom.
Okay, I cannot still see her.
I'll come to your screen and I'll make that happen. 1 second.
Yeah. Today only my ex thing is not working. 1 sec. Recording is. Give me 1 sec. I cannot still see you. Hi, Sukham. Yeah.
1 second, guys. We're just going to look for Sukham. She's already in the spotlight. I just can't see it.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, Sukham. Why is your screen black? Can't hear you. 1 sec. We can't hear you. We'll need to unmute you. Can you
I'll
unmute?
unmute her 1 second.
A very, very good morning to you, Sukham. Again, you are on mute. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Congratulations.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very, very sweet of you. I don't know how to begin, though I do keep writing. This is the diary I have almost filled in with your daily messages, which I like to, scribble because I'm not very techno savvy. So I like to do it the old fashioned way. Whatever appeals to me, I still jot down. So I have a big fat diary now with all your wonderful messages. Thank you.
No, that's fantastic. So, Sukham, if you can share, where are you from? What's the designation and the story that you have shared so beautifully written? Like, everyone would be very excited to hear that. And before I say that, her prizes, you are actually getting like 5 hypno meditations worth 5,500. And you'll also get a choice from, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much. Well, I am presently in Orissa, and I am sick from Punjab, but my husband is in the army. We are posted here, and I got into your classes due to a friend sending me a message, and thereafter I was totally committed. So because I found a lot of resonance with the sort of person I am and the sort of person you encourage us to be. So you see, we all should understand that we are quite powerful ourselves. We are creators too, co-creators. So all that really appealed to me. And I put a test to all that 1 year of messaging and, wisdom giving you have given me when I was a month back asked to undergo a surgery all of a sudden. And I was told that my appendix needs to be taken out immediately, whereas I myself was not in sheer discomfort, but and all that we had heard about it. So I just sort of internalized, and while going to the surgeon I was referred to, I happened to message you like I messaged to my mother, to my sister, to my friends that, oh, I'm going for a surgery now. So, but something was not seeming right. And I messaged you, and I don't know how it so happened. Like all these wonderful things happen to you just by chance. You happen to just receive my message and immediately respond, which was so wonderful. And I was traveling in the car to the hospital, and you told me that I'll be sending you healings. And that also encouraged me so much because I myself was, trying to work on myself with how you have taught us. And along with my own prayers, I was thinking that I don't think this is correct what is happening. But you see, you can't go against the doctor's advice also. It puts that sort of fear, which is correct also. And when I went to the surgeon and he gave me a proper appraisal and checkup, he said, no, you're not a fit candidate for the surgery anymore. You don't need it. You better go home. He didn't even admit me to, observe me or put me on any medication, but he put me on a week of oral antibiotics, and that was how easily I was out of it. But I did get reinforced into believing that uh, you can do self-healing, I feel. Because how could 2, 3 doctors and my ultrasounds and my MRIs say that I might need this surgery? So it was very, very miraculous and very fine to go through also. And that's how I feel that I think all of us who have been speaking to you right now and more who will speak to you, your efforts have helped. That 1 year that's gone by has been very, very constructive 1 year, because every day we have come to hear all the right things from you. There's nothing that is unnatural or difficult to understand if you just put your mind to it and give yourself the time to hear you. I think everything you say is just so simply right. And that's how I think most of us are still with you, because uh, you reinforce us every morning. And as I was saying that, what I wrote to you also, I've become more aware of myself as a soul more than just a body and mind. We always think about our aches and pains, but there is deeper something which helps us remove those aches and pains. So I think I now reflect on how I just don't need to get overawed by most situations that come your way. because you are the chooser. You have reinforced that beautiful thing. You can choose to move away from that situation. And you can choose to, even if you're going through a hurtful thing, like you've said, that magic mantra, that I still choose to love and accept myself. And I still choose to heal and integrate that part of me. So that really does something wonderful, because you detach yourself from that ongoing pain, and you become stronger. So it's been a very, very, very interesting and process for me. And I really thank you and Richa being such a young mom, she is full with the right perspective of how to be in life. So she's not hard hassled with those two little ones. She's moving off and giving us so much of a message at her age. I feel very, very interested in that also. So because I remember myself how sometimes we let the little ones just bog you down. It shouldn't be like that. You should enjoy them, enjoy yourself. So I love our daily meetings, and I'm so fond of them that I have hardly missed any, except for when I've been traveling somewhat. And I do think it was your healings combined with my own work on myself that has cleared me from many blocks that I might have held. I can articulate my feelings about matters without getting, affected by what somebody will think. And I reinforce my children also. I encourage them more in a different way, though I'm still working on myself. I'm a little fussy mother, but I also felt that you had uh, earlier been able to even help my husband when I had come to you with him. He was having a BP sudden surge the first time. And though he, being an army man, is not so inclined to, our way, how we understand these metaphysical aspects, but it has brought in a change of perspective in him. You see, you have taught us all to talk to ourselves better. We encourage the whole world, but we don't encourage our own selves. So many a times that is what heals us, just trying to talk to our own selves in a beautiful, loving way. Love your own self, as you keep saying. So I feel very strong that I, as a soul, you have brought that a big process of thinking into me, that I have chosen my parents. And I feel glad that I chose the sort of parents I have and my siblings. And I'm so grateful that my children chose me. They are beautiful people. And this is all that, I wouldn't have learned otherwise. One just goes on in one's way of life, whatever our own thought processes teach us. But do please carry on with your daily theta, because seeing you every day is like seeing my own family now every day, It's so natural. And I'm highly grateful for the knowledge and wisdom. Thank you. You're doing a very good job. Please keep it up. Thank you, your team, and you and Richa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is the feelings that we receive from all of you, your emotions, because there were such beautiful letters, and yeah, that keeps us going on. And thank you so much, Sukham, for sharing. Thank you. Lots and lots of gratitude for the same. We are moving now towards second prize, Hiral Kaur. So she is at the second place for winning. And when I actually read, her story of the diabetes, which was, I guess, 450 plus. And after listening to diabetes, we can all it coming down to pre-diabetic state. She has spoken about her diabetes, she has spoken about bones, and so many aspects of the life which has changed, and which is very, very fantastic. Like a lot of people actually, after the diabetes week, had called up and said that, my sugar level has started coming down after listening. They started sharing that link with many. They're like, we have been listening to the diabetes week like practically every day and doing it. And it's so inspirational that we really have started thinking that what if the world can be diabetes free, and, reversing it from the root. And how about, us actually taking it further. So, Hiral Kaur, we'll just take Hiral on the platform.
So,
Hi, Hiral.
hi, Sangeeta ma'am. I mean, I'm really so grateful to you. I can't tell you. I have always had a very logical mind, and my background is from the corporate. I've spent 22 years in the corporate, but at that time I had a lot of ups and downs in life. And then I moved. I mean, I just one day gave up everything and I started working on self. So, when I went into the healing line, I changed. A lot of things changed. My approach towards life changed. Okay, I became, I believed I was quite sorted, and suddenly in September, my sugar was like 443. My HbA1c was 12.73, which is like really high, and I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't accept it. That when I've got absolutely, I'm such a giving person. Why? How did this happen to me? So first I was completely in denial. I did the tests again, and then when I started attending your sessions and I started doing the, you asked me to repeat. After the 5 days, you said you continue repeating it. A lot of things opened up. So knowing the metaphysics of diseases, I felt I can't get it. But what I realized is these are all past, suppressed, pent up stuff, which I thought was healed, but it was not. And, all the ancestral thing. I mean, a lot of things opened up. And as I saw, you asked me to check the diabetes reading every day. As I saw improvements, I continued doing it. I just continued, with complete faith. I said, no, it'll work. And then I reached a pre-diabetic state. My HbA1c also came down. So now I'm due for another checkup in another month. And I'm sure I'll cross that as well. Another very important thing, and that also came to me while I was doing the diabetes healing, is self-love. I've always been sacrificing and doing things for others, for my younger siblings and things like that. I actually started focusing on myself, concentrating on myself, loving myself, doing things for myself. And another thing is I could not receive from people. If somebody gives me something, I always felt I should be giving. Being the eldest, I should be giving, but I learned how to receive gracefully. I would always bend backwards, and sacrifice for others. I learned how to, acknowledge and accept when I receive something. Another thing that changed in me is the way I speak to my children. My son is in the US, so I always, I would be cribbing. You never call, you don't think of me, and this and that. And the minute I changed the way I spoke to him, everything changed. I mean, he discusses a lot of other things. His calls became more frequent, and I'm like feeling very sorted now. And when I had quit my job, I had got this knee pain. I could not walk. While I know the metaphysics of it, understanding how your entire system works, in those 2 weeks of understanding bones that we had. So it gave me a lot of, because doctors tell you, okay, take this, take that, but nobody gives you the actual insight of how your entire system works. So we are short of time. Otherwise, I can actually talk a lot on all that I have received, because with every session of yours, there has been some takeaway. There's always been some takeaway. There's been a lot of shift in my relationships, in my own, the way I look at life and the way I look at myself. And you're doing a very, very noble job. I mean, this thing of, having these sessions every morning, I know it takes a lot, but please keep up the good job and continue doing it. I look forward to these sessions. And thank you very much for all that you have given me in this 1 year. You have no idea how much it has changed my life. I really am grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hiral. And you are getting a session with me. So
thank you.
That's your prize. So Hiral's prize is a session worth 9,000 rupees. And congratulations, Hiral. And don't worry, Meg can call you and can listen to your entire story without any time limit. Thank you. Thank you so much for.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. One of the things we would really like to encourage each of you is, while we're short on time here, it not just the people who were announcing as winners, because that's, just a matter of who's shared their stories with us and what we've been able to pick from that. But any of you, all of you, if you can actually, there you have all the time in the world, record your story, record your shifts, and send those to us. Give us the permission to put those up. They would inspire so many more people. Whether you want to write on a video on you, that inspires people, that I think people every same issue, dealing with illness, with their families, with our relationships, and to inspire those is a shift bigger than anything else. And that not only keeps, keeps us going, and we can touch so many lives we don't even know in that manner, to even give them that little hope on that. So we really encourage each of you, if you can take the time and do the same as well, it would be incredible.
Do we have Corey here? Corey Grover is the winner of it and at the first place.
I don't see him today.
Yeah, but the kind of commitment, he stays in South Africa. So there is a huge time difference. Like he wakes up at 4:30 and he never misses it out. So probably I would be like sharing his audio, because even I couldn't see him. There must be some reason behind it. I hope you all.
He messages every time he cannot make it. He makes it a point to message beforehand and say his very valid reason for not being there.
I hope when I start the audio, you guys can hear that.
Yes, I was at the doctor today to give me the results of the scans that they did, the CT scans that they did last week. And it looked very positive, 50 to 60% change in the liver. The tumor in the colon is so small that they can't measure it. And the ones in the lymph, he didn't give too much feedback on that, but said it did improve. So I don't know exactly what was going on there. And yes, he said I'm part of that 1 or 2% that actually got this right. So I'm in a halfway mark on the chemo treatment, and we'll take it again the second half. Well, it started today. So yes, thank you very much. It improved a lot, and I believe it is was only possible most probably through the mindset and so on. All right, man. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening there. We are just starting to make supper here. You most probably are making ready for bed. Okay. See you again. All right. Bye.
The tumor the cancer, the sort of improvement it has shown with him is 100% completely with the kind of discipline Corey has demonstrated and being very regular, every day being on the platform, every day listening. So could you all hear the audio or you could not? Could you hear the audio? Okay, yeah. So I mean, rather than me speaking about it, like, I mean, let Corey, whenever he's there, let him speak about it. So these are our winners. We will be submitting a form to you all and really request you all to fill up because this is 1 year of journey together. As I shared that when we started this journey, it was only with the thought of just 10-15 minutes of downloads that we will be doing. That's what I had committed to Hitesh, and we started the journey. And then gradually it took a form. So now the next year, we would really like to take it on a very different level, and like whatever is the way you guys, so we would like to receive the feedback from you, like, which are the topics, what would you like to hear more from us, what is it that if you are recommending any other changes or anything. So that form will be submitted to you all, and please fill up the form today itself and send it back to us, as tomorrow we'll get back to our releases, and we'll be back with Hitesh and with all our releases. But that time we will spin the wheel, and the people who have submitted the forms, from that we will be just choosing a lucky draw, and there will be one more prize announced tomorrow. That will be based completely on the lucky draw. So do fill up, because when you will take out the time to fill up the form, we will get to know how to serve you better. And thank you so much from my side. I would like Richa to speak, and Richa, with Richa's note, we will end today's session. Congratulations to all the winners and lots of gratitude. As we said, you all are part of the family. There is a lot of openness that I see in the platform now when people are sharing and we speak about problems, and it's not about problems, it's about having a different perception to life. So Richa, platform is all yours. The last note of thanks from your. Probably with Zivan can say thank you as well.
I mean, we've kind of keep
Just
him in
came,
the room.
so our young Zivan can say thank
You
you
want to
to
say thank
everyone. Richa, I can't see your image. No, you just say congratulations. Just say congratulations to them and say thank you. Say namaste. Namaste. And say thank you. I love you all. Say, I love you all. Come. Okay.
So
Yeah.
sorry, my connection was lost, but thank you all so much for joining us and for being with us. Topics we could for the better part of a year. We've literally run out of topics now to think of, speaking of every day. So please share your feedback with us if you have the chance to. Where are we?
This is Ivan, what did you do?
Yeah, that's us. Okay, so I think they're right here.
Sorry. Yes.
So please do share your feedback with us. And thank you for joining us, and your consistency, your testimonials, you sharing those with us is what keeps us going. Thank you, everyone.